evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Saitama Super Arena in Tokyo, Japan for Payback. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Weighing in at 202 pounds, Tornado! As Tornado makes his way to the ring for a rematch from Whassup Wrestling just a few weeks ago, we're here to welcome you to Whassup Wrestling Payback here in Tokyo, Japan. I'm Wally Weasel, sitting alongside JoJo, and JoJo, what a show we have for you tonight. That's right, the show is just for me there, Weasel. Well, I was talking to the crowd as I was saying that, but if that's how you want to say it, view it. That's right. We're going to see the new Universal Champion make his way out of this arena in the Dork Killer. We're also going to see Blink properly represent the council as she retains her Vixen's championship. Bit of controversy on whether that is actually her championship, as Wild Child makes his way to the ring for what should be an extraordinary opening for tonight's event. His opponent, weighing in at 271 pounds, Wild Child. Throughout his career, Wild Child has performed quite a number of stints here in Japan, well enough to earn him the local hero of these two competitors. And he seems rather bashful about their support, as the former Universal Champion on off-televised Whassup Wrestling hopes to regain that gold at some point early in the televised version of his career. You're getting better there, Weasel. I'm certainly trying. Oh, a little show of respect between these two. Very nice. The fans certainly loving that. There's a nice little spine buster. Oh, and a neck breaker there. Tornado and Wild Child having a lengthy past, even seen in this televised variation of Whassup Wrestling. Having competed earlier before, with Tornado being victorious after having been busted open. It'll be interesting to see if that becomes the case here, but no. Thus far, it's Tornado looking to do the honor on Wild Child. We'll be seeing Wild Child's wife in competition later on tonight in that big handicap match, when she teams with Cyclone to take on the council. I'm sure that she, even with that weighing heavy on her mind, she's in the back watching this one very closely, as we could be seeing the next #1 contender for the Universal title right here tonight. Oh! Right into the ring ropes goes Wild Child's throat. And right up to the top of the ring ropes goes Tornado with a big body splash from the top, flying through the air, as he calls for Wild Child up to his feet and immediately goes for the choke slam, but no, Wild Child is ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. Wild Child attempting a shoulder claw and a forearm to the face. Wild Child fighting back, and a reverse DDT by the master of the DDT. Wild Child able to get a DDT out of virtually anywhere. And speaking of that, oh, a nice planting DDT. This could be it for Tornado, Whassup Wrestling's resident male superhero. I suppose we should limit it to that. And the count to no. Tornado with the shoulder up. as this one continues. Wild Child taunting for the crowd, gaining that support. Bringing Tornado to the ropes and flinging him back. Flinging him back hard. And a heavy stop to the gut. And to the back. Solid shot there from Tornado. And a drop kick. Sending Wild Child's mind right back to Canada. Oh. And a twisting neck hold there. Wild Child trying to rush that blood into the head, and a nice jawbreaker by Tornado. And once more, a reverse DDT reversal. As Tornado rolls to the outside. And the crowd is loving this one. Oh, and a shot sending Tornado to the outside. Will this be shades of last week, ladies and gentlemen? As we see a pair of empty announce tables. Nothing but the specialty ring announcer. And is that security? I think it is. Oh! What's Wild Child going for here? Oh! Planting his face right into the ring post. As we're up to 6 now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. For the 3rd match in a row, Tornado has been busted open. Oh, and that implant DDT by Wild Child. This could be it. As the ref comes in for the count. 1, 2, and 3. Yes. Here is your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Wild Child. As we see that flying body splash from the top. That first implant DDT didn't do the work. And there's the DDT that even the ref was surprised for the blood. That second implant DDT with Wild Child reigning victorious. Here is your winner by pinfall, Wild Child. Wild Child victorious here tonight. He could be victorious later on with a title. And here comes Amazonia. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. First, representing the council, weighing in at 285 pounds, Queen Amazonia. And weeks earlier, we saw Amazonia come out as sort of the muscle for Stephanie McMahon, attempting to take out Cyclone. Unfortunately, she was not victorious that night in her duties. But tonight she comes with Emily in her corner. Her opponent, weighing in at 120 pounds, Lilac. And without fear, Lilac rushes to the ring. And just like Cyclone, she'll have to rely on her speed in this one. As one has to wonder if this match is made because Stephanie views Lilac as a threat to Blake's Vixen's Championship. Given their amazing encounter 2 weeks ago. No handshake this time. Oh, as Amazonia drops Lilac. And again. Going for a very rough cover, but that's not going to get anything. Surprised it even got the 1 count. Amazonia with some deep levels of disrespect there. Just hoisting Lilac up in the air. That torture rack. But Lilac's not going to give it up. Not now. No, she does. She gives it up. What strength, what power, what ferocity by Queen Amazonia. Obliterating Lilac. Before even getting in a move. Although from that height and from that hold, it's not really surprising that Lilac would have no choice but to give up with those thick arms holding her in place. Yes, there it is. We see it. The tap out and the slam right after. As Amazonia is declared victorious. Not even the fact that Emily is in her hometown do the fans give her any sort of a positive response. The muscle of the council. And after that absolutely brutal display, we now take you to a ladder match for the Whassup Wrestling Federation Tag Team titles. So the ladder set up on the outside of the ring. The following contest is a ladder match for the Whassup Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships. First, coming down to the ring, Dexter Spectacular, Jamie Hill, Spectationill. We saw Dexter facing off against Ranger last week in that match of the night performance. Dexter doing everything he could to keep up with the champion. Ranger. Championships are on my mind here, ladies and gentlemen, as we see the briefcase holding the new titles. The fact that it says Money in the Bank does not mean anything. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. The first of 2 members of Natural Greatness. Their opponents. First, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Natural, Tony J. Smith. Last time we saw the Natural was facing off against Bobbo, where he attempted to essentially push himself into the title scene. Unfortunately, he wasn't as victorious as the Dork Killer. So he may see this as a secondary prize, but perhaps just having the chance will be enough to keep his mind focused. Oh, absolutely there, Weasel. The Natural and the Greatness, they go with gold. As you see, the Natural's color scheme is of a golden variant. So Tag Team Gold will look good on that man. True enough there, JoJo. Nice little strut there by the Natural as we await the arrival of his partner. His partner, weighing in at 218 pounds, the Greatness, Roger Desmond. Roger having put up a bit of a valiant effort against the returning Canuck last week, but to no avail, even with the Natural attempting a distraction. It just wasn't his night. Although I suppose if we were going to go with momentum going into this one, we can say that it is still strongly on the side of Natural Greatness, given their victory over Spectationill in that tag team match some time ago. But this is not a standard tag rules match, ladies and gentlemen. This is in fact a ladder match, which could in fact favor Jamie Hill for his quickness. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The fight for the tag team titles. Spectationill looking for a victory here as this Jamie takes on Natural and comes right back in. No, misses there. Not quite certain what he was aiming for, as Dexter counters from behind and drops Roger. A bit of showboating there by Dexter. We saw that last week with Ranger. Oh, and a nice face plant as Jamie is dropped onto his back. Bit of a mismatch here with both Dexter and Tony on top. And here comes Tony right now. And Jamie sent to the outside, knocking that ladder over. It could very well be a 2-on-1 situation. Yes! With Roger up to his feet. Jamie attempting to come in, but yes! Counters Roger's little flip there. And Jamie has the ladder, sending it into the ring, bonking his head as he sets it up. And a perfect opportunity for them to set it up. Oh! Ramming them right into the gut. Here comes Roger, knocking the ladder out of Jamie's hands. Oh, and a nice jawbreaker by the sensational one. This little airplane spin by Dexter over in the corner before dropping Tony down. And a neckbreaker by Roger, leaving just himself and Dexter in the ring, with Jamie on the apron and Tony on the outside. Dexter, oh, the ladder falling on top of Spectacular One. Nice little DDT by Jamie. Natural trying to get his attention, but no. Jamie keeping out of it and ducking that clothesline. But he can't keep away for too long, as he's launched into the corner, but counters as Dexter brings back the ladder and a DDT. As both members of Natural Greatness are down and Dexter comes to the top. They may have been setting up for the 5-star dog splash. And another heavy spin throwing Roger into the corner, knocking his head against the bottom turnbuckle. As Dexter gets to the top, he now goes to the top. He's got that briefcase. He's got the briefcase, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jamie trying to send the greatness to the outside. And here comes Roger. Shots from both sides. Who's going to be knocked off first? And Roger goes down. But here comes the Natural, pulling Dexter right off. But he's right back up. He's back up and he's got that briefcase once more. The Natural needs to get back into the ring. No, but Dexter manages to get it. Dexter grabbing the briefcase, winning the tag team titles that are kept inside. And there's the moment, the victorious moment, as Dexter secures victory for his team. Spectationill are the new tag team champions. And a hearty, friendly handshake between the two. Sure enough, Natural Greatness will not be taking this lying down. Number one contendership time, ladies and gentlemen. As Catherine Neville comes to the ring to once again taunt our camera crew. The following contest is a TLC triple threat match. First, coming down to the ring, weighing in at 132 pounds, Dark Marie, Catherine Neville. Catherine taking a chomp out of the crowd, watching from home. Once more teleporting to the far corner of the ring and playing with the camera angles. We've said it before, ladies and gentlemen. Catherine Neville, Dark Marie, whatever you want to call her, member of Spectationill. She is just the worst. Her opponent, weighing in at 113 pounds, Kitty Klein. Last week, Katie Klein was booked into that match against Spice, hoping to take on the former champion, until Blink came to her with a different set idea, and instead came down to face Katie herself in Spice's stead. Thus was the formation of the council, ladies and gentlemen. So Katie hopes to gain her number one contendership through this means, by also dealing with a problem that has been following her for, well, since the start of Whassup Wrestling Federation televised. As ever since her arrival, Lana Starr has promised herself that she will wear Katie's blood. Lastly, weighing in at 132 pounds, Lana Starr. She could very well be wearing Tornado's blood once more. We did see him busted open tonight, although it has been a long trip from Canada to Japan. So who knows what could have happened between now and then involving this unique vixen in the Whassup Wrestling Federation world. We met with his smoke through the darkness. Of course, if Catherine could come out of this one victorious, then that would be a very good night for Spectationill. Even if her involvement in the group is something she would rather not talk about. She is still, in fact, a member, or a registered member. And we see the number one contendership contract up, hanging above us in the sky, as Lana immediately goes for the most bludgeoning of weapons she can get her hands on this early on. While these, Lana flung from the top. I suppose she thought that she could just get the contract right away and let these two fight it out. Very uncharacteristic of her. And there goes Katie, hoping for it herself. And yes, Katie hanging on for dear life, and a powerbomb for her troubles. Katie could very well have gotten the contract. What's Lana going for here? There's the chair. There's the C. We just need the T. We got plenty of tea in there, Weasel. What are you talking about? I meant table, you sick freak. Lana nudging that title, or that ladder into them. Laying it down over the two of them and taking a bit of a rest, enjoying the sight. The carnage. Katie once more setting up that ladder. Flinging Lana back. And Katie going up to the second rope. Oh! That senton did not pay off. And there's Catherine going up to the top. She's got a hold of it. Here comes Katie to join her. And a slugfest ensues on the top of the ladder. It looks like bad timing for Catherine. And there goes, and now Lana's coming in from behind. She's got a hold of Katie. Oh, you don't want to pull down on that part. Oh, and Lana really aiming in with those kidney shots. As Katie has no choice but to hop down after losing her balance. Oh, and a heavy steel chair shot to Katie's head and across the back. And now it's Catherine taking in the sight. As Lana takes a breather. And a splash to Katie's back. Catherine is definitely in her element, this being a hardcore environment. As she said before, she's not exactly a nice person as she shows it here. Nailing Katie like a railroad spike. But Katie fights back. Looking to send Catherine to the outside. And Lana from behind. As Katie strategically rolls out of the ring. Perhaps the smartest thing she could hope to do. Oh, reverse DDT almost over the top of the ladder. As both women are down, leaving Lana the opportunity to climb to the top to secure her first victory in televised Whassup Wrestling. But both women stir. And here comes Katie joining her up to the top. And Lana is ready for the fight. Sending Katie straight down. What's Catherine? Oh, Lana holding on, and no! Now it's Catherine. It's Catherine's turn. And no one is there to stop her. Katie is down. Lana is down. Will Catherine become the new #1 contender to take on her, well, I suppose we could call her best friend. But given the circumstances, yes, Catherine wins. Catherine is the #1 contender to the Vixens Championship. She will be taking on Blink in the near future. And there it is, the crowning moment. Catherine is the #1 contender. Blink had better watch out. There's our special ring announcer in the ring for title matches. Isn't she cute? Presuming that the mic is turned on. We've yet to tell her. We just bring her along. And here we have perhaps the most impressive man in Whassup Wrestling Federation history. His very quick defeat of Canuck on our inaugural episode. His win over Pimp Daddy, the second one. The only hiccup being that tag team tables match. Although if you could call it a hiccup, given that he was the one with Dexter up in the air when Pimp Daddy was thrown through the table by Jamie Hill. Regardless, Ranger is here now, challenging for the $1 Million Championship. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the $1 Million Championship. First, the challenger, weighing in at 383 pounds, Ranger. And the champion, weighing in at 257 pounds, Pimp Daddy. Champion looking ready for this one. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what this one is all about. As he hands it off to the ref, looking at it for perhaps the very last time. Major agreeing that that is indeed the $1 Million Championship. And here we go. Ranger certainly ready. Pimp Daddy certainly ready. Is the arena ready? No, and Pimp Daddy starting things off. The ref hops quickly out of the way, and a heavy kick to Ranger's chest. And a running bulldog as Pimp Daddy takes firm control of this one. You really ought to stop saying that, Weasel. Every time I do say that, things like that do happen. But no, this time it's for real. Pimp Daddy maintaining control. Perhaps defending his title is the drive that he needed. Not that he hasn't been fighting for victory before, but this seems to be a much more driven Pimp Daddy. Pimp Daddy not allowing Ranger any sort of momentum here tonight. Oh, and Ranger's foot is already in the ropes. Getting in some rolling headlocks. But no. Ranger with the counter there, the belly to belly, and the kick to the chest, knocking the champion down. And Ranger, no, Pimp Daddy fights, he gets out of the Supernova. Ranger attempting to end this thing early with the Supernova, but no. Now Pimp Daddy with the clubbing blows and sidewalk slam. Will Pimp Daddy be able to get him up? He's got him up! He's got him up! There's Pimp Drop! Pimp Drop! Pimp Drop! And the crowd loves it! 383 pounds up in the air for the Pimp Drop. No, but Ranger says not this time. Not a second one. Pimp Daddy may have gotten a bit too emotional there. Wait, what's this? Is this their Supernova? Will this be the Supernova? Yes, Supernova! Supernova sending Pimp Daddy's head right into the rope. Ranger also getting a bit overconfident. Perhaps attempting for a power driver at the same time. And what's this? Yes! Is this? Is a second Pimp Drop! A second Pimp Drop! Pimp Daddy wanted to make sure that he's putting Ranger away before even attempting a pinfall. What's this? Pump handle Pimp Drop! Pump handle Pimp Drop! He's going for the cover. Will this be it? Ranger's first pinfall victory or loss? No! No! Pimp Daddy doesn't get it this time. With 2 Pimp Drops and 1 pump handle Pimp Drop. The Pimp handle, I suppose you could call it. And a knee to the face. Pimp Daddy definitely came in here to win. There's no doubt about that. And Ranger dropping Pimp Daddy from nearly 8 feet in the air onto the ropes. Oh! Pimp Daddy landing on his back hard there. Ranger going for the cover. Will this be it? No! A little head torque there. But Pimp Daddy fighting out of it. Yes! Pimp Daddy putting him up to the top. Could this be a top rope? No! I was hoping for a top rope Pimp Drop, but no! And there's the cover. 1, 2, and Ranger kicks out. Ranger not quite out of this one yet. Oh, and Pimp Daddy has been busted open with that running DDT. Will this be it? No. Pimp Daddy perhaps kicking out on adrenaline alone. As he comes back. What's this? The Pimp Drop! The Pimp Drop! This is the complete Pimp. Yes! He's got him up! He's got him up! Pimp Drop! Pimp Drop, middle of the ring. But he's not. Yes, now he's covering him after a heavy stop. 2, and no. That's the 3rd Pimp Drop. The 3rd Pimp Drop of the night. Pimp Daddy, blood in his eyes. He could be going. Yes, the Pimp handle. He's going for the Pimp handle. This has to be it. This definitely has to be it. There's no way Ranger can kick out of 3 Pimp Drops and of 2 Pimp handles. 2. No, he does. He does. I can't believe it. And neither can Pimp Daddy. And here comes Ranger fighting back. Oh, but Pimp Daddy says no. The $1 Million Championship is leaving with me. What's this? Is this the power driver? Yes, he's going. And pow! With the power driver. Ranger soaking in the admiration from this crowd as Pimp Daddy looks to get up using the ropes. This is the jackhammer. A jackhammer. Oh, stalling jackhammer. It's the move that put Canuck away some weeks ago. Will this be it? Will we be seeing a new $1 million champion? 1, 2. Yes. Yes. We have ourselves a new $1 million champion. There is the earlier slugfest. And just one of 3 pimp drops. Another pimp drop. And another pimp drop. None of which were enough to put Ranger away. What can stop this man? What can keep this man down? At some point, something will have to give in Ranger's career here in Whassup Wrestling, as he becomes the new $1 million champion. Two-on-three handicap action here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Stephanie looks to finally put away both Cyclone and Kitty here tonight. The following match is the special 2-on-3 handicap tag team match. First, coming down to the ring, weighing in at 132 pounds, Cyclone. Cyclone first getting herself involved in the situation involving Stephanie and Kitty, really just to be a superhero. But it's gotten her in some rather deep water, having defeated Queen Amazonia and then Stephanie herself. Now she finds herself teaming with Kitty, just hoping to survive this one. Her partner, weighing in at 116 pounds, Kitty. I have to wonder if Kitty is really worth it. I mean, she is a married woman, so what can she do to repay Cyclone's kindness? You really are a piece of work there, JoJo. I'm just commentating what everyone's thinking there, Weasel. As lovely a woman as Kitty is, I doubt she would even go for anything of that caliber, JoJo. That's definitely a bark tree you do not want to bark up. Especially given that Kitty is a multiple-time former Vixens champion herself. Untelevised there, Weasel. Very true, but the stats are still there. A multiple-time champion just means that she's a multiple-time loser. Now here comes a champion worth cheering over. Their opponents. First, weighing in at 93 pounds, she is the Whassup Wrestling Federation Vixens champion, Blink. Blink having won that title 2 weeks ago in the main event, forcing Spice to submit, only to later on turn what fans had hoped was just a good sportsmanship handshake into the formation of the councils, aligning herself with the likes of Stephanie McMahon. The power of the title has certainly gone to this woman's head, that she's going to throw herself in that lot. Or speaking of Stephanie, her partner first, weighing in at 143 pounds, Stephanie McMahon, the leader of the council and the general manager of Whassup Wrestling Federation. Stephanie McMahon made her appearance just a few weeks ago, losing, in fact, to Cyclone. But of course, that loss didn't exactly do anything to dampen her spirits, as instead she essentially convinced, I suppose, the then broken-minded Vixen's champion to becoming her puppet. You can't call a champion a puppet. I can and I will. So we see a few fans here in support of Stephanie for her actions. Lastly, weighing in at 114 pounds, Spice, the former Vixen's champion, though we could put the word former rather loosely, given her control over Blink as well. I'm sure she considers herself to still be the champion, despite not having the belt. The entire council is the champion as far as I'm concerned, Weasel. That very well may be the case there, JoJo. As at the very least, Stephanie was merciful in making this a tag scenario, rather than just having everyone in at the same time. Oh! Whether you like her or not, the Vixen's champion starting off strong. But Cyclone fighting back and giving us a great view at the same time. I suppose only for you there, JoJo, only for you. And Cyclone sent to the outside. This cannot be good for the tag team of Kitty and Cyclone. Oh, and Blink just showing a new side of herself, tossing Cyclone into the steel steps, and Kitty just standing there watching. She could be a member of the council now too there, JoJo Weasel. She very well could be, given that she's not doing anything to assist her partner as her head is rammed hard into the mats on the outside. As we're brought up to 7. Then the damage done. This very well could now be a 3-on-1 affair. As Cyclone attempts to fight back. She's definitely going to need some time out of the ring as Kitty comes in. There at one point was heavy camaraderie between Kitty and Blink. But I suppose that's been shattered given Blink's decision to align herself with the darker side of Whassup Wrestling. It's not the darker side if it's the powerful side there, Weasel. Kitty with some heavy shots. Of course, Blink could be distracted in this one, knowing that she'll have to take on her former untelevised partner, Catherine Neville, at some point in the future. And Stephanie laughs at Kitty's expense and a hard kick to the ribs. This is exactly what Stephanie wanted. Kitty on the mat, open to her attacks as she calls for Kitty up to her feet. Oh, and a top rope diving DDT. And Kitty fighting back, suplexing the general manager. You can't do that to the general manager. You can't do that to the council. She can and she will, JoJo. As Kitty goes to the top, but no. Having to dive off quickly. As Blake was looking to... Oh, Kitty pandering to the crowd here. They were saying Blake was showing her loyalty. One could even call her the council's pet at this point. As Kitty goes for the... No! Stephanie goes for the cover, and Kitty kicks out. Stephanie relaxing, back into the corner, taunting Kitty. No! Attempting to grab her from behind, but Kitty ducks it. And a heavy shot to the face. And now it's Kitty with the chance to get even with Stephanie and, oh, choking her. And wouldn't it be fitting to see Kitty hit her, Stephanie, with the bitch maker? Any one of those council members with the bitch maker would definitely be good. And Kitty could be setting up for it. She could be waiting for it. But no, Stephanie counters. And a heavy chop. Heavy chop nearly knocking her top off. You really got to stop focusing on such things. And a desperate tag from Kitty to Cyclone. But is Cyclone still physically able to compete? It doesn't seem like it, as all momentum is already gone from Cyclone. She could be regretting her decision. But no, she comes in with a nice kick and another kick to Stephanie's face. Stephanie attempting to crawl her way to her corner, but is too far as Cyclone is able to keep her down. And another tag as Kitty comes back in. Pulling Stephanie to the middle. Don't you dare! Oh, and a stop right to the chest. You leave those implants alone, Kitty. And the crowd not loving this. And Stephanie just relishing in it. As she calls for Kitty to her feet. Oh, and a pedigree right in the council's corner. But here comes Cyclone and Blink. No! No! And there's Blink, the pet, the puppet, the cheerleader of the council, cheering on her boss. There's that rough cover from earlier. And despite a desperate attempt and a valiant effort, Kitty and Cyclone were ultimately defeated, but definitely not ousted. They'll keep the fight going. The council will not be in power forever. Nice high five. Cyclone had definitely better get out of the ring. There's our announcer speaking in Japanese, so we do have to talk over her because, frankly, those watching at home do not speak Japanese, so we'll keep it for them. But this, of course, is the Universal Championship match, ladies and gentlemen. There he is, the #1 contender absolute career he has had thus far. Working his way up, even defeating the Universal Champion Bobbo last week. Only to cap that off with a heinous attack on the prone champion, making it clear that tonight he will be the last man standing. Of course, that's only if he can keep Bobbo down long enough for the 10 count. But tonight, I highly doubt it. As we await the arrival of the champion. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. The real champion, a champion's champion, finally coming down with the proper title belt. He was told to pack it. We called him to make sure he packed it. We called him at the airport. We called him at the hotel. We called him while he was getting a ride in with the Uber. Make sure you bring the title, damn it. And he has. What a champion. The Universal Champion, Bobbo. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The following is a last man standing match for the Universal Championship. First, the challenger, weighing in at 220 pounds from Regina, Saskatchewan, the Dork Killer, Joe Wilson. The champion, weighing in at 130 pounds from Montreal, Quebec, Bobbo. Bobbo is stalling with the appraisal there. There he is, holding the title high. A bit reluctant to hand it over. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Universal Championship. It may just be a world on there, but it is the universe. And the challenger calling him out. Coming in strong, and oh! Dropping him down. As we've heard before, this is a last man standing match. The only way in which to win is to knock your opponent down, beat him down, keep him down, whatever you want to put it, for a solid 10 count. And Bobbo going up to the top. No. And Bobbo with the Bobbo knee. I suppose we're almost to see the Bobbo hangover earlier. Two men bumping into each other. No! With the Bobbo reversal! The Dork Killer looked to be throwing Bobbo to the outside. But no, Bobbo fights back. He had that impressive victory over Tony J. Smith just a few weeks ago. But the Dork Killer does have that victory over Bobbo himself. Bobbo setting the Dork Killer up. What's he going for here? Top rope. Yes! Oh! And here we go, the first count. Bobbo looking down at the Dork Killer, just daring him to get up. Just wanting him to get up. Referee already up to 6. Up to 7. Oh, but no, the Dork Killer up at 8. Dork Killer taking full advantage of the count. And now here it comes again, the count. Already up to 4. Dork Killer could again just be recovering himself. Oh, and an unfriendly slap, but no, Bobbo with the counter, and the knee to the face, and Bobbo, he could be standing up for it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the Bobbo forearm to the back of the head, and here we are with the count. This could be it. The Dork Killer could be down and out. Humiliated. No, the Dork Killer is getting up. Slowly but surely getting to his feet. Bobbo's showing what sort of champion he can be. A fighting champion. A missing champion. And, oh, a slingshotting champion. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with the next count. The Dork Killer showing some life. But will it be enough? Will it be enough? No, the Dork Killer getting up to his feet, and Bobbo keeping him down. The Dork Killer may have bitten off more than he could chew here. Now this really is just him resting. That knee really is down. But no! The Dork Killer up. But Bobbo right on top of him. Oh, and the snake eyes to the corner turnbuckle. And another count. There really are a lot of counts, and Bobbo really should keep up the assault. That may interrupt the count. But it'll keep up the momentum. Building up for the Bobbo flex. Oh, as we haven't really seen much out of the Dork Killer. Until now, the Dork Killer fighting back. No, he was going for a clothesline, but no, wait. Oh, Northern Lights suplex. The Dork Killer taking a momentary breather. He really needs it. No. And another Northern Lights suplex. 2 Northern Lights in a plural. And now the count is on Bobbo. The champion lies there with the challenger looking down on him. Shades of last week. So we get to 5. Dork Killer pacing around. Anxiously awaiting. No! Not quite yet. But Bobbo fights back. Bobbo fighting back. Oh! And a twisting neck breaker. And here we are up to 2. Bobbo hoping to retain that title. He's got to retain. We've got to send the fans home happy. Fight, Bobbo. Fight hard. Fight for the smiles of everyone. Fight for the smiles of every boy and girl in this arena. After that heavy DDT. But Bobbo has that hair tied around his head. That should help soften the blow. One would hope. As we have to get up to 6. No, Bobbo sits up. The Dork Killer stomping him back down, stopping him from getting up. Like with Bobbo, if Dork Killer wants to win, he really should keep the momentum going. But he's going to take every opportunity he can. The champion attempting to get up. But wait, what's this? What's this? Is the Dork Killer setting up for it? Is the Dork Killer setting up for it? Was it? Just the Dork Killer. The Dork Killer. The Dork Killer. This could be it. We could be walking away with a new champion. Get up, Bobbo. Get up. You can't let it end now. You have a crowd to send home happy. But Bobbo is sprawled out. This could be it. We're up to 9. No! Bobbo is fighting back. Bobbo is fighting back. Yes! Bobbo is fighting back. He's ready for this. He's ready for this. Kicking the Dork Killer away. Bobbo looking down, taking the momentary breather. He's not going to take any opportunity to give the Dork Killer any chance to fight back. As we get to 8, the Dork Killer on his feet. Both men still on their feet. Bobbo, an early recipient of the Dork Killer. Now once more setting him up onto the top. He could be going for that Super Bobboplex. Yes! The Super Bobboplex. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. This could be it. And it looks like Bobbo is stepping down on the Dork Killer's hair. Referee up to 7. No! And at 8, the Dork Killer gets to his feet. Or at least tries to. And now he's up. Now he's up. But he's coming from behind. Oh! Backdrop by the challenger. And now here we are with another count. Get up, Bobbo. Get up. Don't let Spectationill be the only smile maker. There he is. No, but he's kicked right back down. The referee having to restart the count. Come on, Bobbo. You have to keep fighting. Dork Killer in position. No, but that's too much. That kick may have been a bit too powerful for Bobbo. Despite his hard efforts. The piercing DDT. And the Dork Killer itself. And the referees count. And the referees count again. Let's take another look at that heavy kick. See exactly where it landed. I suppose we're not going to see that heavy kick. It would have been nice to see that heavy kick. As we have a new Universal Champion. The Dork Killer came into the Whassup Wrestling Federation with a goal. And he's achieved it here tonight at Payback. What does the future hold in store for Whassup Wrestling? What does it hold for the Dork Killer as he walks out champion? We'll find out next week, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Wally Weasel alongside JoJo. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.